All right. On today's 30-minute mechanic. Oh, time out. I fixed the green car. In order to have fuel pressure, you got to have fuel first. The car's sitting nose down, so the fuel return was returning to the low part of the tank and wasn't getting back to the sump, so I ran the sump part of the tank dry. So that's why it wouldn't run. So I know. Always make sure you got fuel. I thought I had fuel. It did have some, but not enough. So put some gas in it, fired right up. So green car fixed. Okay, now back to today. On today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to work on the exhaust on this car because I might actually use that X-pipe and those mufflers. So buckle up, let's go. All right, show you what I'm looking at here. Ooh, get on the ground. I'm probably going to time lapse a whole lot of this because nobody wants to sit around and listen to me slide around and moan and groan and whatnot under this thing. Now, we got that. Let me turn this light on. Oh, there we go. That's awesome. All right, we got this X-pipe just sitting here, the power chamber X-pipe sitting here on the jack. And it actually looks like it might fit kind of okay. Line it up with that other side. I'll probably end up scooting it back. You know what? It may not work like I want it to. I'm going to have to do some measuring. I was going to move it back towards the back of the car, and then build a piece to fit from here to there. But then that might make the back end way too far. Okay, well, that's what we're going to have to do. That's what we're going to do here in a minute, is take our mufflers and hang them on there. I think there's hangers still under there. Hang our mufflers under there and then see kind of how this stuff fits back in. And I may limit my modification to this X-pipe area. So maybe from like here to fit to there. So we'll see. Let's crawl around under here and take another look. All right, I guess first thing I'm gonna do, pause that. Okay, I guess the first thing I need to do is probably drop this thing out. I just had it under here yesterday. I was eyeballing everything. It's going to fall. I'll ease it down. Just set it out of the way. It actually might fit better than I'm expecting. It is a little heavy. But, I mean, whatever. I don't care. We're going to have to move our jack over there. And then we're going to have to get that direction. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. These mufflers aren't going to fit into here because they have I'm going to dump them. They have the over the axle section still on them. And that's not going to work for this car. There's too much stuff. Long story, there's too much stuff in the way to go over the axle. So I'm going to whack the ends off of them dudes and then we'll try to test it. All right, we've got those mufflers kind of hung up under there temporarily. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. The hangers that were under there, the holes in the rubber insulators were a lot smaller than the little hangers on the muffler, so I had to wrangle around and drill the darn things out. Now, we're going to see what it's going to take to modify this X-pipe thingy, maybe, to go between our headers and right there. So we're going to measure some stuff and do a little eyeballing and all that fun stuff. So here we go. Laying on the floor is not my favorite job. All right, you got a tape measure. No, just going to do a quick measurement here. This thing is about 3 feet long, just right at it. And this is 30. What did it say? I can't read it. 2'8", 32. So we got about 4 inches here that we got a monkey with. This guy, get the red strappy dude out of the way. This guy, well, of course they're not the same from side to side, so that's going to be weird. Going to be totally weird. Totally. Hey, yeah, that's not going to be my favorite thing to do. Seriously considering just coming from here with a piece of pipe, shoot, to there, here, piece of pipe, not even jack with an H, or this power chamber, because dang, that thing's made weird, shaped weird, and it's heavy. Yeah. But at least I got the mufflers kind of hung where they need to be. All right. We've made an executive decision. We took our H-pipe, X-pipe, H-pipe, chamber pipe, whatever you want to call the darn thing, and we lopped all the pieces of pipe off of the chamber. I decided it was going to be too long to go front back, and it had such weird angles. I didn't want to try to monkey with that, so we sacrificed it, and then we welded our V-bands. Actually, we just tacked them on there. Tacked our V-bands on to these pieces. And we're going to put these little head pipe extension parts on here. Did I do that right? I did. This is what I love about V-bands. Slip them on, tighten them up. And I just had my thing in reverse and took the nut right off. Great. This is what I like about them. You can just zip them on, and then I can rotate, play with my direction here a little bit. Think about direction. Wonder why you haven't before. That is really good right there. Let's do the other side. Maybe if I can get over there. Here I am in my favorite place, laying on the floor under my car. Definitely not. My favorite place. is where I need 4 hands. Get up there. All right. That one. That kind of points too close to the floor pan. Actually, that pipe is going to be over here a little more. And we can loosen this ball flange back here and rotate that. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now, what did I do with the... Oh, boy. Oh, actually, okay, yeah. Let me go grab my other 2 pieces. Then I'll do a little bit of eyeballing with them, too. Kind of wish that one was pointed more down. Flatter. Although it may need to just rotate and angle more towards them. That's probably it. Okay. Other parts. Yeah. Yeah. This is turning out, has the potential to be the best exhaust system this car has ever had on it. We're going to be a little short on this side. That right there is really good. Actually, probably what we should do. And nope. Stick with our plan. Got to get my readers out. We're back. Got to get my readers out because I can't see nothing up close. That thing is a little bit long. Just a skosh. Just a skosh long. I can probably buzz off 1/8 of an inch. Man, that really doesn't look bad. But putting a lot of push on stuff. Let's go. I'm gonna go buzz off, maybe just back to my black line here. And it's kind of got an angle cut on already that sort of fits what I want. Let's see if we can't just slide off just a little bit there. Actually, may have zipped off a little too much, but I guess I'd rather, yeah, maybe not. All right, I cut a piece, tested it, and it was way too long, so I went back, cut it off again. So we'll see how this goes. Put my head in the right position. That's much closer. Much closer to being what I want. This is a piece of, this tubing I got a piece of is from Jake had an EcoBoost pickup and he put a different exhaust system on it, and this actually has a 4 part number etched into it. It's a piece of his old exhaust. Okay, got this one tacked up. I'm not gonna bore you with watching me tack weld things, because y'all have seen me do it before, and it's nothing exciting. Actually, I had to cut that one apart and re-tack it because it moved on me. Dude, come on. Uh-oh. Not there. Oh, almost. The Bandorama. Sure that's going the right way. Okay. Look at us. This is really doing pretty good. I kind of want that way. That's the way it seems to naturally, what the heck, want to be. V-bands, I love them. I love them. And then these phalanges. Anyways, I don't have to put those on right now. But that's what we're looking at. That's great. Now I got my V-band things pointed down right now. When I do this for real, they'll be on the top or on the side or somewhere. They're not sticking down here waiting to get smashed by something. But wow, this is the best exhaust I've ever done on this car ever. No, that actually looks pretty good. Usually the exhaust hangs way low all the way back. And this one kind of tucks up like a regular Mustang stuff does. All right, I did way more than I intended today. So I thought I'd get down here and show you. Get my light over here. Actually, it might work if I do this. Whoop. All right. Our exhaust is pretty much done for this thing. It's probably the best exhaust system we've put on this car to date. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but use those pieces. Put the mufflers up in there. It's certainly, let's spring out here. There we go. It certainly went together easier than any exhaust system I've ever done on this. So it gets kind of close to the fuel lines right back over there. I'm going to put one of those heat wraps on that, like I put on the 95 on the fuel lines that went right across the downpipe. And I think that'll be fine. I went ahead and made turn downs back there, welded them on, and I'm just using these clamp fittings here. Added my spacer there, and they bolt onto the old, V-bands right there on the headers. So gosh, can't believe that's actually done. I'm finished with the exhaust. All right. That's going to do it for 30-minute mechanic today. Man, we've got our exhaust system pretty much mocked up how we're going to do it on this car. And, you know, I said it multiple times during the video. This is probably going to be the best exhaust system this thing's ever had on it. It's always had just stuff kind of cobbled together under there, and it, you know, was not great. Looked horrible, and it did the thing, but it was just usually terrible. So hit the description, check out my friends' channels. But for me, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.